My name is Muhammad and from Damascus, Syria. So we're here in a Vigil just to support our people in Syria and to let Americans more informed about what's happening back in Syria. Just people in Syria, they've been living under the dictatorship for over 40 years, and now they have for the last 6 weeks they've been asking only for their freedom of speech and their rights, their constitutional rights.
Thanks everybody for your support of the Syrian people and for showing up here. And when the protest started, people were only asking for more rights. They're asking for their freedom. They were not asking even for the fall of the regime. But they responded to that with brutal force. The reason the thing started is that the government arrested kids from the school who were writing graffiti on the wall and tortured these kids, and that's why the protest started from Dara. And the people are still extremely brave, and they're still showing up in thousands and thousands, knowing that they may be getting killed, but they don't care anymore. They want their freedom. They keep saying "Al-Maut wa al-Madalla." That's one of the main things that's one of the chantings that you keep hearing there, meaning that we'd rather die than live in indignity. Dara right now has been under siege for 4 days. It's water, electricity, food, everything has been cut off. Pharmacies and the grocery store has been looted by the government security forces to further punish the people there. And dead bodies are in the streets. People are rubbing alcohol on them so that they don't decompose. They're trying to do whatever they can to survive. I called my mother early this morning, and she's starting to talk right now and describe what's going on. She's been afraid up until today. She's been afraid of talking about what's going on up until today because the security people eavesdrops on the phone conversation, and people are always afraid of saying anything again that may sound in some way against the government. So today she was talking for the first time, and she was afraid. And I told her that don't be afraid, things gonna end up fine, you're gonna be fine, the country is gonna end up in a much better place, but let's hope that we're not gonna have any more bloodshed. My mom was sad initially when I talked to her, but when I told her that there's gonna be a group of people meeting just to show support for the Syrians, she was very happy. And I told her, she said, are they gonna all be Syrian? I told her no, they're gonna be Syrians, they're gonna be other Arabs, they're gonna be Americans, other nationalities, they're gonna be from every religion. And she said that she wanted me to read a piece of a verse of the Quran when the group gathers. So because my mom asked me to do that, I actually found that I brought the Quran with me, and I'm gonna read just a small portion of it in Arabic. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. إذا وقعت الواقعة ووقعتها كاذبة. And this is a verse that a lot of people use to comfort themselves when they're having a crisis. And the name of this chapter is the closest thing we could say is the crisis. If you're in a crisis, they start reading it and they get comforted by it. And it's saying, God is telling His people that when you have a crisis, know that things gonna get better and you're gonna end up in a better place. The capital of Syria, Damascus, is the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world. It's a biblical city. To this day, you can walk there on the footsteps of St. Paul, who, of course, his conversion to Christianity on the road to Damascus. The center of the city includes the tomb of John the Baptist to this day, and it's a tomb that's holy for both Christians and Muslims. It was under the Ottoman Empire rule until 1914. Then it was divided by the European. Initially the Arabs rose up and tried to take back Syria. Then it was divided into 4 countries: Syria, Lebanon, Palestine, and Jordan. Not a kingdom, it's a republic, but we ended up with a royal family. Nonetheless, his son has been a president since year 2000 for about 11 years. He promised reforms initially when he took power. He allowed for some civil society groups meetings, but then he eliminated them. Many of the figures, democratic figures, ended up in jail or prison, and they came out asking for freedom, asking for their rights. And instead of listening to them, instead of trying to meet some of their demands, the government responded with brutal force, responded with live bullets, responded with tear gas. So thank you everybody for being here. And not only my mom, but all the Syrian people will be happy to know that a group of people in Minneapolis came out on a rainy, windy day.